Why are so many Wall Street executives making $500,000 a year minimum? Because the investment banking business is set up to allow them to do that. And why do celebrities make so much money? Because movies are distributed around the world, and your $850 admission together with my $850 and everybody else's $850 adds up to a lot of real money. So does this mean that you need to prepare a movie audition video or start pounding the pavement at Wall Street? No, because for every one of those who really make it rich, there are thousands who end up tending bar or waiting tables. So how do you and I find a business that allows us to create quick, sustainable wealth and is dependable so that it's foolproof and works every time? Get out a pen and paper because you're going to want to write this down. I'm Robert Skrobe, the Quick Sustainable Wealth Guide. I made this quick video to reveal the most important secret to creating quick, sustainable wealth. Here are the criteria you should consider before jumping into a business. Is it formulaic? Is it dependable so that it's proven to get its owners rich in the past? Does it have proven processes that have been repeated many times over and over again? Now, there are three main businesses that meet this criteria. One is the publishing business, next is real estate, and third is entertainment. And if you look at the Forbes 100 wealthiest people, you'll find that most of them have come out of these three businesses. And you want to look for these businesses because, number one, not only are they formulaic and dependable, but they also allow you to duplicate yourself because you're able to train others to do the work necessary so that they can run the business for you. And that allows you to run and operate multiple businesses without you having to be there every day, day in and day out. Now, next criteria, number two, is business scope. You want to have a national business scope that so you're not dependent on any particular region or even international. In fact, I get more than 15% of my customers from internationally, even though I've never marketed there. But it's a great, nice little way of increasing my income without increasing my cost. Now, why is that so important? Think of the hardware store in Michigan. Why is the regional scope so important? Think of the hardware store in Michigan. They have folks impacted by the auto industry's turn down are not renovating their homes anymore. They're not going out and buying supplies at the hardware store. And so that hardware store, even though they have nothing to do with the auto industry, is going to suffer a reversal. And you don't want that to happen to your business. If you're national in scope, then anything that happens in one area doesn't impact you as much because you're nationwide. So having that national scope is very important to having a long-term sustainable business and that creates wealth for you and your family. Now next, you want to have high margins so that you generate a large amount of profit on each transaction. And so your cost should be actually less than 10% of the purchase price. Let's take an example in a jewelry store business. Jewelry stores are long thought of as the most profitable type of retail establishment. And it's not bad because, think of it. You will go in, you buy a necklace, it's $1,000. Typically, the jewelry store paid $500 to buy that necklace to have for it. It's called keystoning, where they buy something and then they double its cost in order to make it available for a sale for retail. But think of it. That jewelry store owner only gets $500 of your $1,000 that you bought for that necklace. And from it, they've got to pay rent, they've got to pay salaries, they've got to overhead, and then try to take out something for themselves at the end of the month. It's a very tough way in order to make a living. And instead, you want to be in a business that has a much higher margins, maybe where you keep $900 of every $1,000 sale. And in fact, there's some products I sell for $1,700 that only cost me $50 to produce, which all of that allows me to do is more marketing. It allows me to introduce my products to more customers across the country and generate more sales. So that's the third criteria, is high margins, and that's the type of business that you want to be looking for. Now, number four is you want to have a low startup investment. No large inventories, no investment in infrastructure. And what this does is it's a lot more forgiving for mistakes. So a lot of times I create a business and maybe I'll invest $1,000 or $2 in creating the program, creating the site. But if it doesn't work out, I haven't lost a whole lot. You know, how many people do you know who've taken their entire life savings, invested into their dream business, only to discover it doesn't work in their neighborhood, and now they've lost everything? So you want to make sure that if you invest in a new business, that it has a very low startup investment. And criteria number 5 is no licenses. If you are a doctor or an accountant or an attorney, you're subject to a regulatory board where you have a group of peers, a group of competitors that dictate what you're allowed to do in your business. And if you're doing something that they don't like, they can take your license away and you're not allowed to do business anymore. That's not the type of business you want to be in. You don't want to be subject to your peers and your competitors telling you what to do. So those are my 5 criteria. And I want to review everything that I've discussed with you. The best way to do that is through this book, the Entrepreneur Magazine's Start Your Own Information Marketing Business. Information marketing is taking paper and ink products, coaching programs, and seminars to a group of people. Your products teach your customers how to accomplish their goals within their lives. Your customers love you because you're helping them with their everyday challenges. And for you, you get to sell products that you manufacture at a local copy shop for pennies and sell them for hundreds of dollars. I'd like to offer you the opportunity to get to know more about the information marketing business. And I have this book available. It's Entrepreneur Magazine, Start Your Own Information Marketing Business that I co-authored. It's available for only $9.95 with free shipping. Now let me talk to you a little bit about what's in this book. You know, here we have in Chapter 3 a little bit about financing your business if you need a little bit of capital in order to get your business started. In Chapter 4 we have simple and easy strategies for creating products that you can sell. Chapter 5 is the 5 keys to effectively marketing your products. We have Chapter 6 is all about the actual words that you need, how to sell your products and information products online. Also, Chapter 8 is maximizing online info product sales, all about how to generate those videos, products, and websites that allow you to sell products online. And you create the system once and it works for you over and over again. Chapter 9 is all about using e-zines. We also have a chapter in here about creating coaching programs and how one gentleman created a $2 million a year coaching business within 18 months. All this and more for only $9.95, free shipping. It's actually cheaper than you can get it for Amazon.com. So click the link below, grab a copy of Entrepreneur Magazine's Start Your Own Information Marketing Business, and create quick, sustainable wealth for yourself and your family today.